Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Monster to Rise. Today I want to try to push for hunting two monsters and see how it goes. So one of them is going to be another familiar face that we saw from Monster Hunter World, the Kulu-Ya-Ku. And the other one, well, let me take a peek at what it is. A great Wroggi. It's a new face I've never seen before, but we'll find out what he's all about. So just like before, there's going to be an intro cutscene.
A moment of peace, soon to be disturbed. A threat approaches, its hunger uncurbed. It rakes up its lunch, chows down without grace. But inside this nest, for thieves there's no place. It needs to escape, or get egg on its face.
Off evil outlaw.
Let's go.
So for those of you who don't know, the Kulu-Ya-Ku is it's a bird-like creature that's famous for trying to steal eggs from its prey. Not really its prey, but like from others. It usually targets the herbivore eggs, but sometimes you might see a pick up a wyvern egg. But that's a bad idea. For those of you who have once again played Monster Hunter before, you would know picking up a wyvern egg attracts a Rathian. And that's not a good time. So the Kulu-Ya-Ku makes an appearance once again, and it's known for eating eggs and stuff. It has a very tough beak, as you can tell. So like whenever it gets hungry and it needs to eat and like heal itself, it will try to pick up an egg from somewhere and start cracking it open and munching on it. But if you could break the egg while he's holding it, it'll end up on its face. Now, he also picks up rocks, too, so by hitting a rock when you're attacking it, it makes your weapon more dull, such as that. And he'll actually throw the rock at you, because he's mean. And I got a cat rubbing its head. Don't worry, it's not Tiggy this time from last time. This time it's, one of her grandbabies. This is very distracting. Oh, I hate it when he has a rock.
Be careful! Farewell!
Oh, I missed that. I gotta get this cat down real quick. So I just realized there's an outline around the sword icon, like the axe and sword part. So when I was using the sword part, it seemed like it was going up, and now it's glowing after I did the discharge. So I don't know, it's kind of new to me. I never really noticed that before, being a switch axe user. Now back in the day when I first played Monster Hunter, this was back when I played Monster Hunter Try. I was a sword and shield user because I was like so new to the series, like my brother and I, and we didn't really know like like we knew what was decent, what we could probably use and stuff, what was good for damage and stuff. But being a sword and shield user, it was like you could be more agile, but you didn't do a lot of damage. But you still like, if you had to stop in the middle of an attack, you could, and that's what was nice about the sword and shield. Later on, we found out about switch axe and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, switch axes! Bro, we should use that! And then he's like, no, let's give it a crack. And then that's when we started using switch axes, and had a really good time with that. Monster Hunter World came around, and we swapped over to the Insect Blade. Which, I think I didn't mention it last time, but that's also one of the new weapons that was introduced to Monster Hunter World.
It's fleeing!
I don't know where he's trying to run to, but you need to get in the way of my watch. Oh no, that's a bear-off. So that's gonna be something else we're gonna be hunting later. He's a familiar face from like every Monster Hunter game that's been out, as far as I know of. Ooh. time to get some wyvern riding. So I was explaining last time they're able to ride monsters this time, so here's your peek at it. In this case, we have to like kind of force them to run and tell them where to go and such. Oh, I just launched a monster. I'm so bad when it comes to this. That's alright, we'll ride the Kulu. That's alright. So X is gonna be your light attacks, and then A is gonna be your strong attacks. I'm so used to like Xbox controllers. Whenever I play on my PC, I use an Xbox controller, and that's why like when it says Y, like I think Y is like the top button. So I go to press the left button for X, and it's different on the Switch. So this is the Mounted Punisher. This is the attack I was mentioning. I don't know what I called it before, but it's called the Mounted Punisher, in which you can knock down a creature with it. Now, I don't know why I'm attacking the bear off, but you know, hit him while he's down, I guess. So generally when a turf war like happens like that, you always want to go for the one that's not your target, like to try to mount them, because then you can use them to your advantage and try to ditch out a lot of damage, which I completely messed up when I ended up launching him instead of actually attacking. But it was alright, we got some damage off of the Kulu a little bit. I guess we got more damage on the bear off than anything, but it's alright. We'll work with it. Ooh, we got little spider ants? Fire ants? I don't know what the pot's all about. Like, usually Kulu doesn't really pick up pots. He's always picked up rocks and eggs. Saw that would come from a mile away. I just gotta remember, you don't have to sheath your weapon anymore when you go to sharpen it. You can actually keep it out and sharpen it real quick. Get smacked by a Kulu with the rock. And you sharpen it again. There we go. There's material in the water here. Ooh, it's a bear off material. We'll go ahead and hit this carve real quick. Maybe not. Alright, now we'll get the carve real quick. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. This is real bad. You just do that. We got away with it. Now we're gonna launch a wire bug attack, so. Yeah, just get right there. Get ready. That was awful. You make me look bad, Kulu. Some of you might say I'm already looking bad just by playing the game. I'm kidding. I'm not as good as I used to be. I was never really good at Monster Hunter. It was a lot of fun, regardless. Now you can see that little blue outline around the axe and the sword. Not sure. Why is this kitty running on my head? The world may never know. So I wonder if this like helps charge up the static element. Cause like, see how I just did the discharge, so obviously gotta reload, but the element is not on the weapon yet. So I wonder if I get that meter all the way up, that's what triggers the element to be there. Which that would make a lot of sense. Don't eat that, you drop it. Yeah. We broke his face, so his head's gonna be a little beat up. Gotta tell the difference. So I don't think the Kulu's tail is severable, but I don't remember. It's usually you just beat up his head and his hands, and then he's almost ready to be captured, but we don't use traps here. I usually don't use traps. So the difference between capturing and slaying is slaying you get to carve them. So you get your carve. And then capturing, you can get some exclusive materials that you might not usually get before. and you usually get more rewards if you capture also. So capture is a plus, and the reason why you get more rewards is obviously like the research facility could be like, hey, now we can look more into this creature and how it works and stuff. Like we have one of our own because we captured him. But I like to slay him because that's just what I do.
I'll just take this.
Probably when we do gathering hub missions, you might have a lot of capture ones. Capture ones are usually more difficult because of the fact that you have the time when you're going to place down your trap and capture them. You don't want to do too much damage to them now, do you? Oh no, I just wasted a potion by accident. It's hard to like angle that when he's moving. I mean, he's not really even moving anymore, but still, it's just hard for me to angle it. Okay, when the meter's completely full, like it's got that blue glowing outline, when I do the discharge, I latch onto him then, and it does like more damage, because it's like all prepped and ready to go. You got his beak stuck in the ground? I don't remember that ever happening. Here we go. And just like that, the Kulu is down for the count. So, he's definitely not as, I was gonna say, he's not as hard as he used to be. I mean, he's about the same level of difficulty back when I fought him back in Monster Hunter World, I'd say. Although it's nice to see that he picks up pots too now instead of other stuff. Who knows? So generally with carbs, you usually get like 2 or 3 carbs out of a monster. Yeah, about 3. If it's a special one, back in Monster Hunter World, you had Elder Dragons and stuff. If it's a special one like those, you get 4 carbs. Sometimes even 5. Yeah, it just kind of depends. Oh, I forgot. So, the reason why we're able to see the map and the location of monsters and stuff on our map is because we have a pet owl. Now, you get your owl pretty much for the beginning of the game, and he just flies around in the sky and gives you information and stuff. So he's a real good guy. So the village we live in is Kimura Village. And what ends up happening, what's going on right now is a rampage is coming up soon. So anybody who's a hunter basically fights back against a rampage. And a rampage is when monsters decide they want to attack the village. So that's why, you know, it's an urgent quest, so we gotta do it. So, more about the owl information though, before we get into this rampage stuff. We have a Kahoot. So you can call him in your village, you can pet him. He's a real nice guy. You can send him flying, because like, I guess in the village area, there's a lot of secrets and stuff you can send your Kahoot to, and be able to find new things. You can change his clothes, change his color. The color is for the clothes, I believe. Yeah. And you can also rename him. So I named him Iceyboneshredderr. And you can also feed him. And it's said to be that if you feed your Kahoot, every time you get back from a quest, he'll start greeting you as soon as you come back from a quest. Like, he'll actually fly onto your arm, and you can just keep feeding him then. You don't have to constantly call him. Alright, go on, buddy. Oh, there he is. He didn't go that far. Alright, we have an urgent quest to stop the rampage, but we're not going to do that this episode. Maybe next episode. Alright, now for the second half of this, the obnoxious Lord Noxious Monster, the Great Wroggi. Oh dear, the Lord's son heard the Great Wroggi was with the forest and went out to hunt it. What a fool! Surely he'll run at the first sign of danger. Can you hunt the creature before my lord gets hurt?
Cursed hunting ground. Those who set foot there never again are found. For when the bird wyvern comes and unleashes its breath, its virulent poison brings a swift death.
Venom's McMander. I'll be honest, that was actually pretty badass. The way those eyes were glowing through that smoke. I really like that. But I kind of figured, just by the way you looked, I figured it was going to be something to do with the element of poison. So glad to know he's got some poison breath that we have to worry about. Luckily for you, I have plenty of antidotes. Fortune Outfender? So Lucky Life, I don't know what the Lucky Life is about or anything, but I think it's somewhat important, maybe? Let's go find our, the beast we must hunt. That's not it. That's just the guy with the, who likes enchilada pans. That's what that guy is. Ah, screw off. You know what, let's go and kill some of these guys real quick. Gotta get some materials. Figure out what they are. As far as weapons go, I haven't really figured out what I want to make yet. So I'm sticking with just the Kambura. I think that's what it is.
I'll be taking that. Might as well put this to use.
There's our target. Oh, I'm already poisoned. I like jumped right into that. Oh, well, that works. I was gonna mention, I picked the armor style I went with because of the fact that the hat and such. I don't know. I like this outfit. I look more like fancy and classy. It wasn't really for any defense stats or anything. I just liked the way it looked, and I knew I needed some better armor than what the starting gear was. So. I was gonna mention something else and I forgot. So I'm pretty sure with Monster Hunter Rise, in every Monster Hunter game, when there was an urgent quest, there was really no time limit when you had to get it done. You basically did it whenever you wanted to. So for the sake of the series, I want to try to keep it simple. We're going to do the rampage later, hopefully. They might make us do it right away. But there's like 2 other monsters I want to go hunt before we get into the rampage. Hey, that didn't exactly go the way I wanted it to. Oh, I didn't even do the discharge. But I gotta heal up before like I get clapped. Ah, I knew it was coming. He's bad. Real bad. I can't say I don't blame him, but still. This happens like every time. I get so close to him and then, yeah, he's like backs off a bit. I'm like, really?
Reliable as always. After it.
for a leap attack. Here we go. Oh, that was nice. That was so clean. What you gonna do? You're gonna run over there. Hit the wrong button. Oh, come on. I got poisoned by one of the little guys. Stay right there. Oh, my aim is awful. Alright, at least I didn't get hit too much by that. Really? These little ones.
It's fleeing.
Yeah, he better run. Oh, now you're gonna come down there and fight. Really? I've worked so hard to get up here. Oh my goodness.
Be careful. Nothing personal.
Oh yes, that was good. Finally, I landed one.
Never
I'm poisoned again.
trouble.
Yeah, I need to go up. Is he running away again? Better not be running away. I worked so hard to get up here. He's with all his little babies, and this would be an issue. Fighting. I got poisoned again. I'm not worried about the poison right now, because I gotta take care of these little guys. They're just gonna keep poisoning me. This is awful. Oh my goodness, every time. Grab. Drink the antidote. Oh, this could be a turf war of a lifetime. Get ready for the bounce. Yes. So you always want to pick the one that you're not fighting against.
Nothing to it. It's up to something.
I only got like 30 seconds left. Yes! That was it. Oh! Now that was it. Nope, there was more.
That's how you do it. Oh, never.
Gotta get some of that honey real quick. They didn't run away.
Thinks it can get away. Yeah. Sharp edge, sharp hunter.
Try to pick this up real quick. No, no sleeping for you. Wake up. So usually when they sleep like that, obviously common sense will tell you they're trying to heal. You know, get some health back. And the longer they sleep for, the more health they're going to get back. So.
Going swimmingly.
But you want to make sure before you wake them up that you're prepared to fight them again. Going for that tail. I don't know if I can sever his tail, but I'm assuming I can. Usually with the Great Jaggy back in the day, you could. Stop. Alright, either way, he's dead. That's all that matters.
I'll be taking that.
Poison sack. Alright guys, this is where I'm going to leave off the video. Here with Ruffles and Jolt. Look at them go. Always, thank you guys for tuning in today. If you enjoyed the two monster hunt. Yeah, geez, I can stop stumbling my words here. If you enjoyed the 2 monster hunt, be sure to hit the like button down below. And while you're down there, be sure to subscribe too for some more Monster Hunter content. I also have some other videos on the way too whenever I decide to work on those. So, otherwise, thank you for tuning in and stay frosty, everyone. I'll see you in the next video when we hunt 2 more monsters.